What's up? How long have you been out?
Yes.
I talked to Roller. He says he's interested in it.
Huh?
Though I'm not sure when he. It's kind of.
Oh, what happened?
I was talking to him about something. And I was describing a few things about genres and subgenres of games, something that is both objective and subjective. But this genre in particular is very broad and big. So I was explaining that it's incredibly hard to pinpoint it because there's so many different pieces in it that make it that there's only like a few things that make that as unique to it. If that makes sense. And while I was discussing this, Roller decided to raise his voice and was like, "Oh, what do you know, raising his voice, imagine him being like more vanilla. Oh, well, what do you think about it?" And then he corrected himself and then re-asked the question again. Could be like, you rephrase the question to basically just be like, what do you define as that? I started off the discussion by saying, very complicated topic, a lot to cover. So bear with me here. And please don't jump on the first thing I go to talk about. I'm just mentioning this as a segue to my point. And sure enough, the first thing I mentioned he immediately jumped on it. And I was like, let me finish, because it was like the first thing I mentioned. And I was like, let me finish. And he emphatically, he got very pushy about not wanting to let me finish. And then was trying to focus it down. And I said, you didn't let me finish. And he got mad and left. Blamed me. So I told Hammer I was trying to give him an opportunity to have a good faith discussion with me. But he didn't. He was looking for a fight. So I had to explain to Hammer how I knew he was looking for a fight because Hammer didn't catch that first part or the context very well. So I had to explain to Hammer about why that's the case, my experience teaches me. And from how he worded it, because he very specifically was wording how I see it instead of, it was just multiple. I just went down the list of multiple layers. There's multiple layers of like. He was just trying to start a fight to point the finger at somebody, basically, in my eyes. And based off of what I know of how he was acting, it's not the first time he's kind of tried to do it that way with me a little bit. So. So I got upset because I was like, I can't have a discussion with them. We talk the discussion without them trying to make it into a fight or something. I just want to. I didn't yell at him. I didn't get mad. I just tried to give a good faith discussion. I don't know. I just feel like he gets it in his head that everything's an opinion and nothing's subjective. Like a while back, I got into it about War Thunder. He said they balance planes based off of agility. If a plane's agility, they take the guns away. And I told him that wasn't true. That's how they were in real life. And he got mad and left. So I've been trying to avoid getting into much discussion with him to avoid any problems. But I gave him a fair chance this time. And once again, I feel betrayed, you know? I tried to give him a little bit of faith, a little bit of trust, and he shit all over it. That's how I feel. And, yeah. Just engage with anything anymore with him. I try to have a good discussion because I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. He didn't agree with me, apparently. Which is typical. About everybody's like that. You're one of the only people I could try to have a discussion with. The only time I have a hard time is whenever I feel like I'm being, like, cut off for the sake of just being, like, nope, you know? At least hear me out, you know what I mean? You know, at least hear me out. That's the only time I start to get a little anxious.
Oh, I don't. Oh, what? Oh, you only have 3 of those.
So yeah, that's basically what happened. He said he wanted me to describe the genre.
Of this
And
game?
No, cyberpunk genre, which is very, very broad and vague. I'm sure you know that, right?
Cyberpunk is.
The genre subgenre is very, very, very broad and vague thing because there's so many things in there that are also part of other genres. There's only a couple of things that are unique to that genre. You know? And he was not asking me out of the question to ask me the question. He was asking me to try to set me up for an argument. Like not an
Think
argument.
RoboCop
Like,
and your. Oh, not RoboCop. Think Judge Dredd and your game closed.
pretty much. But yeah, there's a lot of things that make it that way, you know. There's various things that make cyberpunk, and a lot of them can fit into other genres too. Like big tall buildings. Like you could technically call a lot of things. I look at cyberpunk as like there's various degrees and elements of it. You know what I mean? Kind of like a roguelite versus a roguelike. And the topic came up because of that Cyberpunk 2077 game. And I was talking about how it's not really cyberpunk because it doesn't have the elements that are original to cyberpunk. It only has elements that are indicative of other things, but not exclusively cyberpunk. And I said that you could just you could recolor it and you wouldn't know the difference. You know? It's basically what I said. It wasn't exactly what I said. And because it takes place on the ground, you have a level up system, but there's nothing cool that you can do. Like your leveling up thing is called cyberware, where you level up and get abilities, and you can like install upgrades. But they're like minute. They're like minute. They're like +3 recoil and stuff. There's nothing that actually like. I would consider it more cyberpunk if your arm could like transform into a gun and shit like that. But there's nothing in there like that. That would be. So for me, it's like an early form of cyberpunk. So it's like a cyberpunk light. It has like a couple of elements of cyberpunk, but nothing that makes cyberpunk unique, and that's why I don't consider it an actual cyberpunk and more just an attempt to get attention. You know, because you can't transform your arm into anything. It's basically just an RPG. It's like if you got GTA and put a skin on it and gave it a level up system and skinned the level up system to look like a cybernetic thing. You know what I mean? Like you drive around, you shoot people, and you upgrade stuff. Now the people are basically robots. There's no line between what's a person and what's not. So that opens up a lot of other questions. Because you could literally just take a fantasy game like Elder Scrolls, and then draw lines on the skin, and then just change the textures of the background, and then put a car in there and be like, there you go, there's your cyberpunk, and it wouldn't be any different. You know?
I guess. Get it? Yes, I have enough. Go to my backpack.
But I mean, you can easily get what I'm saying though. And you're not even up in the sky. You're like on the ground. There's no skyscrapers that go into the clouds. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I would call it a cyberpunk light, but not an actual cyberpunk, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I mentioned, like you can turn there's a thing where you can turn kind of invisible and you get like different abilities, but that goes for any other RPG. You can level up and then upgrade your thing. It's like, okay, that's another. You don't do anything different that's actually unique to the genre. I'm gonna try to join you. Is that okay?
That is fun. Well, this game's a lot
And
easier
that's
than
the
you
point I
think.
was making. And he decided that Roller got decided to get up in arms about a game he's never played.
I've thought about buying it, but then I go, I hate that kind of system.
Well, it's not worth it though. There's
Well, whenever
constant
I see
crashes
it
and
for like
stuff.
$5,
Yeah, I've been messing around with it recently, and I
yeah,
modded the
whenever I
shit
see it
out
for
of it.
whenever
I,
I see it for $5, I go, that's almost within where I would purchase it. Should I get it? I don't know. You know,
well, I installed a bunch of mods, and that makes it kind of fun and bearable. And there's several things that were mods that were added to the game, but here's the problem: even if you don't mod the game, you're gonna have issues. Like for example, there was a recent update, and the game will crash every few minutes, just randomly. And a lot of people are having this issue, and they've tried updating their Windows, reinstalling the game, and it just happens. It's just, and there's always something going on with
yellow
it.
eyes.
And remember, it's an unfinished game, you know. So it's not really worth it in that sense. Did I have a little bit of fun with it? Yeah, a little bit. But that's because I decided not to ignore all the janky shit. And I had mods where I can like customize stuff and add a debug menu to where I can like spawn in a companion. You know, a lot of the stuff that makes the game worser, I circumvented with mods a little bit. Not all of it, obviously. Um, it still
Really?
crashes, but that does that
That's
for people
it?
even that don't mod it.
Was that all that was in here?
Apparently,
I feel gypped.
we could probably come back later. Uh,
Oh,
oh, I remember. The butterflies are safe places to rest, right?
yep.
I remember now. So yeah, that's what happened with Roller. He wasn't trying to have a discussion. He just wanted to like pick a fight, and that upset me. Cause I crave a good intellectual conversation.
Like this game,
But
I'd have a hard time describing what this game is, so I just
because
call it Outward.
and the funny thing is he doesn't have. There's no excuse for a misunderstanding. Because if he was paying attention, I talked about things before that, and I tried to describe why I felt certain ways, but he chose to ignore that. And then I prefaced it with, "Let me get the point out because I'm mentioning this first to get to my next point." And as soon as I mentioned, he wasted no time jumping on it. And I said, "Let me talk," and he got mad and blamed me. You know, he's like, "There's no point having a discussion with you," and then left. Got mad. And it's like, dude, you're just trying to pick a fight. I'm having a good faith discussion with you. I'm not raising my voice, but you are, and then you're having a bad faith discussion. You know what that means, right? Bad faith?
hmm Hey,
Yeah.
Maze. Excellent.
Like, I don't like to have ulterior motives when talking about stuff. Sometimes it's
Oh,
unavoidable, but
that's why I
still.
got rich real quick. Ah, we modded the game.
I didn't get rich real quick. What did you do?
I think we upped the resource you get for every thing you do.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah. I'm fine with that, aren't you?
A little.
We're not really that rich, are we?
Oh, we are.
What did you sell?
Because I got 10 rubies.
Just now?
No, but yeah.
Yeah, we did that on purpose, remember?
Yeah. Come here, you.
Ugh.
I'm here, my free meal ticket.
I didn't tell him that it was modded though. I didn't get to that part of the conversation because I was still having I was having a conversation with Hammer when he joined. You know?
You can have the egg.
And yeah, that I was talking to Hammer about it. That's whenever he jumped in, and it hurt my feelings, to be honest. It's like I can't have a. I feel like I don't know if it's true, but I get the impression that he thinks that everything's an opinion and nothing's subjective or something, or anything he agrees with is subjective. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's true or not. That's just the feeling I get based off of his actions, because this ain't the first time he's acted out like this. Like with the War Thunder thing, for example.
That doesn't look like this is just spray paint.
Kind of does. Oh, you mean the texture on the ground?
Yeah.
That's how a lot of level editors work.
I know.
You just paint the texture on it. But there's different types of level editors, and one of them is the terrain generation way, where you like mold and not terrain generation, but you generate the terrain by manually molding it, kind of like you do with like a level editor in a game, and then you paint the texture on it. That's one way of doing it. The other thing is having like a general area with a general texture, and then just having the land there underneath the general area, and it'll just decide what goes on. Like for example, you see those spots on those cliffs over there, and how their grass is on top of it, but not off to the side. A radius generation thingy-mabobber would accommodate that. But if you look at other parts of the mountain up there, it's hard to tell where the ground starts that are also have purple spots on it. So my guess is they probably just had a spray paint tool. Because if you look, there's different degrees of severity on some of these spots too. And if you look right here, it's like in a radius. See?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. It's kind of like a real radius. So I'm guessing they did the sculpting method where you paint it, which is fine. I don't. There's nothing wrong with either of those options, but some of them are more obvious than others.
And also, purple is probably not the best color. It gets extremely obvious really quick.
Well, I mean, I still think it's cool that they went with purple.
Mm-hmm.
It gives this mysterious like.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Is that because? Oh no, the grass just changes colors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, if you look, it's kind of like a rolling thing.
It rolls with the wind. It makes it look like the wind coming off that mountain is doing some weird things.
Yeah, that too. Several games do that with regular grass as well, to try to give the illusion or the idea that it's rolling grass like in real life. Um, Games that do the thing kind of like Breath of Wild do that too. I'm not saying Breath of Wild does it because I haven't actually played it to know, but there are games that imitate that a little bit, and there's other games that have the rolling. You know, Motor Town does it too. A lot of games do it these days. Pretty common now. Some of them actually put effort into it, and some of them just have a scrolling texture.
I view this game as they wanted to do something great, but they didn't have the budget.
Yeah, this game's pretty indie.
That's why I have a little bit of hope for number 2.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Your reasoning for being like, well, I liked the first one, so they'll probably do something for the second one, and I don't disagree. I just don't like to count my eggs before they hatch.
Oh, I know.
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Code Vein,
well, Code Vein as well. You know, I intend to play that with you, by the way. I want to get that so we can play it together. But I don't know if I want to pay full price for it. I'm not. I'm having a lot of money trouble since my money got stolen that one time. And my rent's starting to go up. But so is my income, so I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, crud. Where are we? If you've been paying attention, there's the mountain, so we are the mountains east or west of the mountain, north, south. So we're putting out this way.
Give me a second. Oh, sorry. I mean, I am stationary for the moment. Please continue speaking.
Yeah, I was locating where we were on the map. I figured it out. I know where we're on.
Okay.
I
You
I do
and
think
mobile.
it's nice that even though they don't give us an icon on the map, it's relatively easy to figure out where you are because there's so many giant tall landmarks
Yeah,
that they put
yeah.
around just to make
I
absolutely sure.
I like how intricate the game is, and then you got the music that complements the adventure sense of adventure.
Q, we have a victim.
I'm a, I'm a, I'm both excited and dreading when Roller will play this with us. I'm excited because I think he'll like it. I'm dreading it because we'll have to explain a lot of stuff and he may or may not agree with the logic.
Stop for a second. I need a
Too
bandage.
late.
He's yours then.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Don't forget T is locked. Okay, yeah, you're good.
I forgot to equip that halberd. Hey, I'm having a moment here. Give me a minute. Give me a sec, Seth. I'm
All
having a
right.
I'm having a battle moment here.
When I hit him, I applied a lot of bleeding.
I'm aware. I know. I remember what that weapon does.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite weapons in the game for a while. Remember? Because it stacks.
Hey, look, a backpack. There's no one guarding it.
Ah, you
Time
got
to
me.
time to rummage through it. Ooh, rummaging through a backpack.
Hey,
Ooh,
ow!
money.
You distracted me, Seth. You did this.
Mm.
Hey, on the bright side, I'll get my health back. 80 is better than 0.
Uh-huh. Well, you did the majority of the damage. You can have his stuff. You probably didn't have much.
Yeah, I just had basic linen and arrows.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think we've been in this one before.
Huh?
Oh, this
Anyways, yeah, I'm both looking forward to playing with Roller, but I'm also kind of like a little nervous about it.
you can have the stuff in here. I think you
Oh,
might want
that's
the
right.
hood.
Oh. Uh, I could sell those things. What's the hood gonna do for me?
I don't know. Better than the hood that you probably have now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it matches. Look
Yeah,
at
it
that shit.
matches.
Take a picture. I hate it whenever I go to take a screenshot in the game and it refreshes the entire engine. I hate that shit. Makes me nervous. Like the game's gonna
No, I
have
think
a
you can turn that off.
vulnerability. I get. I mean, I could check. A lot of games
Yeah, you
don't
can
give you the
rebind
option.
everything.
I know, but I'm saying a lot of game engines don't give you the option to stop that from happening.
Oh.
But I'll take a look. Let me see if anything's bound to F12.
I don't see anything bound to F12. Dang. It's probably just the engine then. Nothing they could really do about it.
Yep. I'll have to do it the controller way, which should be safer. Yep, it's safer. It doesn't refresh the entire engine. If you're on big picture mode or if you're just playing a game with a controller, with your Xbox controller. If you hold the Xbox button and then hit right trigger, it'll take a screenshot. Cool, right? Hey, I'm planning on getting the Panther on Elite Dangerous, and I want to get the clan stuff getting together about the fleet carrier here soon. Are you looking forward to that?
Oh, hey, friend.
Oh shit! I forgot to ask you for that mushroom halberd.
I sold it.
What? You said you were holding it for me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I asked you earlier. I said, "Hey, I don't have room. Can you hold it for me?" And you're like, "Well, thankfully I have room." And I said, "Thanks, Seth."
Oh, I forgot. It was cheap, though.
Yeah, it was cheap, but it's worth a lot. It has a status effect.
I'm sorry. We'll get another one.
Yeah, I used that mushroom halberd. I used for a long time in the game before I got the one you're using. You know.
He died of bleed.
Yeah, screw that guy.
He asked me how I know.
I saw it. That's how I know.
Uh-oh. I am not in any shape to fight right now.
Damage 27.
Just stay right here, but we are being. Uh-oh.
Take his weapon. And I'll eat this raw egg.
What's this do? So I'll drink this potion.
Time's running out, Seth.
I just get.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm poisoned. I'm taking a nap.
Seth, no. Open corpse. That's not Seth.
He's currently dancing on my corpse. I think he may be dying from bleed, though.
Oh, there you are.
Well, you're dying of bleed, too. No, you're dying of poison.
Poison.
I don't think you're gonna make it, buddy. What a miracle.
I took one for the team. Oh shit, my screen. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's doing that shit again? Hello?
Yes.
Everything's frozen. My screen flashed green.
Oh, that's not good. Because I just died.
Yeah, well, remember that screen thing I said I thought I fixed? Well, it's back.
Is it back with a vengeance?
Hold on, my audio shit just went to hell. Yeah, it just did it again. Now I gotta go through my device manager and see if Windows forced the AMD shit back on. Display adapters. AMD. It did! It fucking forced it on! Windows, you fuck. I noticed something was fucking weird when I reset my computer. I noticed it was acting weird. I was like, why is my screen being weird? Now I know why. I hate to break it to you, Seth, but I'm gonna have to Alt F4.